Hello, welcome to your Navina Flow. So today we aren't necessarily going to be using blocks. Actually, we will be at the very end. So grab your blocks, but I always recommend having them. And then I want you to have a strap today. So whatever you've got kicking around at home, a belt, even a towel, you'd want quite a long one. So ideally not a towel. Ideally everybody has a belt that they can use. So grab that. We are going to be using it. And I highly recommend that for now, we're going to start seated. Let's sit up onto that block. So sit up nice and tall, and let's just take a moment to land where we are. Close your eyes, let go of all the stuff surrounding you, and let's just really take a moment to check in. How are you feeling? How are you landing here today? And can you really carve out this next hour fully for yourself? So take these next few breaths to clear out whatever it is that you need to in order to really show up for yourself. There's a certain thing or situation or person tugging at your mind. Can you just clear it out? Let it go for this next 60 minutes. Make your main focus your breath. Notice the length of your inhale. Just match that with your exhale. Creating this more expansive quality. I want you to really focus on that today. Use every inhale you take to fill up and create space. And allow every exhale be an opportunity to explore that space. Adding that extra layer of softening into that space. Let's just take a few more rounds of breath here, perhaps starting to wake up with that ujjayi breath. Creating that little constriction in the back of your throat. I want you to see and make it your goal to hear yourself breathe this entire practice. One more here. Let's open up the eyes. And what we're going to do is work our way into a kneeling position. So you're going to want to have your strap or your belt. Take your time, and as you come sitting on top of the heels, if this is not a comfortable position for you, you could also utilize that block and sit up on top of that as well. So let's grab the strap, and then you're going to take quite a generous stance, so probably like the width of your mat, but you'll know right away. So you're going to inhale, just reach the arms up towards the sky. Let the shoulders soften, and then you're going to see how far you can go back. Now here's going to really tell you the differences between the left and the right, and I want you to get the full reach back. So for me, I'm going to take my hands just a touch wider to make that accessible. And then let's slowly bring it back up and over. You just kind of notice where are the spots that get sticky, and then you soften with your breath. We'll do a few more rounds like this. Doing your best to keep the shoulders down away from your ears. And we'll do one more like this. Now on your next inhale, let's slowly reach the arms up, and then invitation to take this a little bit deeper and come up into a kneeling position. So onto your knees, pressing into the tops of your feet. We're gonna inhale, take a nice big breath in, and then you're gonna pull those arms back, exhale. Inhale, slowly bringing the arms up, and then what I want you to do is exhale, lean back, arms forward. So starting to wake up the legs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open up behind you. Inhale, arms reach up and forward. Exhale, you lean back. So there shouldn't be any discomfort in the knees whatsoever. Don't go that far. You should just feel a lot of work into your thighs as we come back. And that's just like a little bit of a practice of learning not to lean into the feet, but to push away from them. Let's just do a couple more rounds like this. At this point, this should feel nothing but nice through those shoulders. And maybe not, that's okay. And exhale back. One more time. And slowly reaching up and exhale back. We'll slowly come all the way up, reaching those arms up to the sky. You're going to shorten the stance, and then from this position, just extend your right leg out to the right, toes facing forward. Take a nice big breath in, and then exhale, lean over towards that side. So get an even amount of pull with your left hand, and then maybe look over that left elbow. We'll take one more breath, and then slowly come all the way up, and then just using the strength of your core, you're just gonna lean over. One breath here, and then inhale, slowly come all the way up. You can slowly bend into your right, extend the left leg out, now toes facing forward, big breath in. And then we'll breathe as we hinge over. This should feel mostly delicious. Depends on, what you did yesterday or even the day before. The tighter it is, the more we need it, right? So breathe into it, soften into it. Don't let your mind go into that automatic state of heaviness and restriction, right? Just focus on what you're doing, create space. One more breath. Inhale, slowly coming all the way to center. Let's slowly release the strap and let's come into a tabletop position. So clear the space of your mat, palms pressing, and then take just a couple of breaths, move those hips around, shake it out a little bit. And try not to be so linear within the movement, just like notice what you notice and then adjust from there. And then on your inhale, let's come into a version of our plank. So make sure you have some room at the top of the mat, between your hands and the top, I should say. And then we'll inhale here, palms pressing nice and evenly, lifting the head and the chest. We're gonna inhale, lower down towards a hover. Exhale, press back up. Now let's do it again. Now can you keep your head up while you do it? Inhale, lower down, chest stays open. Exhale, press back up. One more time. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press back up. Now this time, I want you to lower down all the way, nice and controlled. We're gonna bring the hands a little bit wider than usual, so maybe just the thumbs touching the mat. Feel free to bring your feet a little wider too. Inhale here. Peel your head up, shoulders relax. And then exhale, slowly come back down. Let's inhale this time, start the same, but then press into your palms and then just really lengthen. Exhale, just drip your way back down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, peel all the way up. Now from this position, you're gonna drop your right shoulder down. Slowly come back up to center. And then drop the left shoulder down. Inhale, coming back up. Let's do that one more time. And just really loosening up the spine. We're going to be playing with back bends today, or some back bends. Mostly focusing today, let's hold here in the center, on lots of strength and stability for your legs. Let's take one more deep breath. And then slowly take your time. And then from here, bring your hands back by your floating ribs. Tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale, press up, and we'll find our first downward facing dog. And then so use this, to wiggle it out a little bit, and then just clear out whatever just came up for you. Again, when you find out, what it is that we're going to focus on today, did you notice any resistance there? And then just kind of move around again. Try not to be linear with it. Just like wiggle into those spaces and then start to settle in when you're ready. So feet hip width apart, and be really mindful of that. If you look back, like if you took your two fists in between your toes, would they hug on either side? We tend to go so wide when we think hip width apart, right? So take one more breath here. Create a little bit more length in your spine. And then let's do that. Let's bend the knees. Let's walk the hands back. And then from here, take your fists in between your big toes. And then make sure they're hugging on either side. Make the adjustments accordingly. And then let's walk back out. High plank position. Breathe in. And then exhale. Drop the knees if you need. We're going to lower all the way down. Now untuck the toes, interlock the fingers behind your back. Breathe in and reaching back. Holding here as you exhale, hug those ribs in. Inhale, lift a little higher. And then slowly come back down. Hands back by your floating ribs. You can keep the knees down or press through your plank. Let's meet back in downward facing dog. Take a nice big deep breath in. Again, let it be a clearing breath out. One more here. And then you're going to bend into your knees, gaze forward, and then you're going to step or hop your feet right to the top of the mat. Inhale, feet touching, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, and then just fold. Soft bend into the knees. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Nice big breath. And then let's exhale, hands to the heart. Close your eyes just for a second. Once again, draw that focus inward. And then let's move with our breath. Inhale, arms open up, eyes look up. Exhale, fold forward. Let your whole body go. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, plant your palms. We'll step back into whatever plank serves you right in this moment. Lower slow. Inhale, maybe stick with cobra or come into that upward dog. Exhale, finding your way back into your downward facing dog. Now take a nice big deep breath in, and again, let it be a clearing breath out. On your inhale, kick your right leg up towards the sky. And then slowly step your right foot in between your palms. Back knee drops down. We're going to inhale. Arms are going to reach up towards the sky. Now actively press. So just like we were pressing in that thigh press into the top of the foot, do the same thing here. Start to reach those arms back and then palms forward. Let's open and expand into the chest. Keep lifting out of the waist. Let's just take 2 more deep breaths here. Feeling all the feels. One more. And then you're going to inhale, slowly reach those arms back up to the sky. Bring your hands on either side of your right toes. Tuck your left toes underneath, and then just start to straighten through both your legs. So the back heel is going to be lifted. You're going to walk your hands back a little bit more, and then feel free. Blocks are fantastic here. If you notice, having a bend in your front knee is okay, but I want you to get it as long as you can. So feel free to use blocks here. Tuck your chin. Just breathe into that sensation. We'll hold here for 2 more breaths. One more here. And then inhale, slowly lengthening the heart forward. We're gonna bend into that right knee, drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. Let's reach those arms up to the sky, big breath. This time bring the hands together. Now draw the shoulders down your back, and we're gonna start by looking up towards the sky. Now, taking your elbows, you're gonna bend the elbows and bring the thumbs to that upper back if possible. And then keep breathing here as you inhale, lengthen. And I want you to get a sense of pressing into your hands, lifting out of the waist, and taking a nice big, deep breath here. One more here. And then on your next inhale, reaching those arms up to the sky, planting the palms on either side of your right toes, tucking the left toes under, straighten the back leg, high plank. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, coming into your downward facing dog. Take a nice big deep breath in. Really big breath out. And then you just settle for a moment. And then on your next inhale, we're gonna take the left leg, lift it up to the sky. Slowly step your left foot in between your palms, dropping the back knee down, untucking the toes, and we're gonna inhale, sweep those arms up. Now melt the shoulders down your back, and then flip the palms to face forward. We're gonna bend into the elbows, and then lift the heart. So consciously pushing down into the feet, creating that stability and ability to lift through that center line. And then you just create space, get bigger. One more breath. And always breathe in and out through the nose. I'll breathe through my mouth a lot just because I'm talking. And then we'll inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Slowly bring your hands to frame that left foot. Tuck your right toes. We're gonna straighten that left leg and then drop that right heel. Now your hands can walk back a little bit more. You want to ideally have your hands under your shoulders. So again, we don't sink into them, we push into them and create a little bit of length. 2 more breaths. One more here. And then on your next inhale, you're gonna slowly lengthen the heart forward, bend into the left knee, drop the right knee down, untuck the toes, and sweep those arms to the sky. Once again, bring the hands together, and then you'll slowly bend into the elbows and lift the heart. Inhaling here. Still actively pushing into those feet, squaring the hips off, lifting out of the waist. One more breath. And then inhale, slowly taking your time. Arms are reaching up to the sky, and then you're gonna slowly take your time and bring your hands down, plant the palms, lift the back leg, and float the left leg. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, pressing away. And exhale, coming back to down dog, we reset. Take a nice big deep breath in. Once again, clear it out as you need. So taking those deep sigh breaths in these resets can be really helpful. And you just release what you need. One more breath. On your next inhale, you're gonna kick your right leg, lift it up towards the sky. We're gonna step the right foot in between the palms, pivoting the back foot this time, and inhaling up into our warrior 2. Take a nice big deep breath in. And then from this position, you're gonna flip your right hand. We're gonna reach that right arm up towards the sky. And then we're gonna slowly bring the arms back to parallel. We're gonna reach forward to the front wall, bring the elbow to the knee, and then reach that arm just beyond your ear. Slowly come back, this time straightening the right leg. Right arm reaches up for peaceful triangle. And then we're gonna reach forward, coming into that triangle. Right hand in front or to a block. Left arm's gonna reach up. Taking a breath here. And then we're gonna inhale slowly, come back up. Now from here, you're gonna bend into that front knee, and then we're gonna pop that back heel high and place your hands down to the ground. Inhale here, heart forward, as we float that right leg back. Lower slow. Inhale, find warrior one. I don't even know where that came from. Exhale, downward facing dog. Definitely wasn't warrior one. Take a nice big breath in. And take a deep breath out. Sometimes when you kind of go into those more automatic functions, you can explain it, but warrior one is, I guess it's part of sun salutation B. But anyways, I digress. Let's come back to our breath. Sometimes we're just human, right? Inhale, left leg lifts up towards the sky. And then slowly step your left foot in between the palms, and then we'll pivot the back heel and open up into that warrior two. Now, from that position, you're gonna sink deeply into that position, and then we're gonna flip the left hand coming into our peaceful warrior. And then inhale, slowly coming back to our warrior. Exhale, coming elbow to knee, right arm reaches forward. Inhale, lengthen through that left leg, left arm reaches up to the sky. And then exhale, slowly reaching into that triangle. Left hand in front or on top or to a block. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Taking a full round of breath here. And then using that strength from your core, lifting all the way up. We'll slowly bend as you pop the back heel high, bend the left knee, and then float it back. Inhale, let's try this again. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice big deep breath in. And let it be a clearing breath out. So we're gonna play with that flow a few times. Now on your next inhale, let's take the right leg, lift it up to the sky. And then slowly step your right foot in between the palms. Finding that warrior two, opening those arms up. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, now option to go a little deeper. That right arm can stay straight for extended side angle. Or elbow to knee. Inhale, slowly coming back up, straighten that right leg. Find that peaceful triangle. And then we're gonna reach forward, hand in front, left arm reaches up. Breathe here. Full round of breath. Inhale, slowly coming back up. Pop that back heel high. Now this time, bring your hands on the inside of that right leg and then walk your right foot out to the right. We're gonna find and drop the back knee down, untuck the toes, and just find the tips of your fingers as we open and expand into the chest. So I want you to start with this really nice long spine and then see if it's there to walk your hands forward. Maybe that left elbow can come down. Maybe that right elbow can come down. I personally love to give myself a little extra space, even though I can kind of force my elbows down, but it's just a lot nicer to have a little bit of space here. So shoulders relax, and then you calm down your breath from here. One more like this. And then on your next inhale, slowly take your time and press yourself back up. So from this position, we're gonna inhale, tuck the left toes, straighten the back leg, and find your high plank. Breathe in. Knowing these flows are always optional, exhale, lower. Inhale, open up. And then exhale, come back to your downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath in, big breath out. And then left leg's gonna lift up to the sky. Nice big inhale, Step it forward with control, opening up into that warrior two. Sinking deeply into that lunge. Let's inhale, flip the left hand, right hand slides back. Exhale, bring the arms parallel to the floor. Inhale, reaching into that extended side angle. And then inhale, lengthen through that left leg as left arm reaches up to the sky. And then we'll work our way into that triangle. Right arm reaches, breathing here. Taking a full round of breath. And then inhale, slowly coming all the way up. Now, hands come on the inside of the left leg, pop the right heel high, and then walk that left leg out to the side. You're gonna drop that back knee down. Now again, just kind of start into the fingertips, really open and expand into the chest. You're gonna notice the hips wanna come back in this position, so try not to. And then walk the hands forward, and then take your time finding the appropriate space for your elbows. And then just breathing deeply here. Softening where you need. We have 2 more breaths. Notice where you're clenching. And then on your next inhale, we'll slowly go ahead and place those palms back down, tucking the right toes, lifting the back leg. And then we're gonna float that left leg back. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, open up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice big breath in. Big breath out. Calming everything down. One more breath. Now on your next inhale, right leg lifts up to the sky. Step that right foot in between the palms, pivot the back heel, and then we're gonna inhale, open up into that warrior two. So from this position, we'll inhale. You know where we're going. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, coming back to that warrior two. Inhale, reaching forward into that extended side angle. And exhale, slowly coming up. We'll reach that right arm up into peaceful triangle. And then one more time, reach forward. Coming into our triangle. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Shoulders down your back. Looking to that left hand. And then on your next inhale, as if someone's pulling you from there, really engaging into that oblique. Right arm reaches up. So you're gonna take your hands on the inside of that right foot, pop the back heel high. So now let's wiggle that right foot out to the side. This time you're gonna keep your left arm really straight, bring your right hand on the inside of the knee, and then just push that knee out. So I really want you to feel open and broad across the front of your chest, and then you look back. Now, you might even actually start to bend into that left knee, maybe even reach back and grab the top of your foot. You could use a strap here as well. The arm might be straight, but if you have the room, I want you to bend the elbow because I want you to have a strong pull of your arm so that you're lifting the chest, giving your back more space for the back bend. One more breath. And then inhale, slowly take your time. Now this time, you're gonna tuck your left toes underneath. Straighten through the back leg. We're gonna inhale, kick that right leg up to the sky. Now you're gonna open that hip up and start to bend into your right knee. So the right heel is kicking over to the left side of the room. And then you're gonna breathe here. Now option one is to stay exactly how you are. If it's there for you, I want you to soften your left knee, tense your right fingertips, and step your right foot on the outside of the left foot. Flip your left leg around, or foot, I should say, and then reach that right arm back into your wild thing. Keep breathing here, making sure it's spacious.
And then just calming yourself down when your world is literally upside down. So we create order in that chaotic state. Breathe, breathe. One more breath. And then we inhale, slowly take our time, flip over into your high plank. Option to flow lower, slow. Inhale, open up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice big clearing breath. And you just notice what you notice. Only doing things that are honoring your body. And then more importantly, honoring yourself, right? So if you choose to honor your body and not do the wild thing, that's great. But can you take it one step deeper and then not be hard on yourself for not going into that version? One more breath. Notice the mind wanting to dive into those, I'm not strong, I'm not this, I'm not that. You are, you're right here, right now, and that's all that matters. Be where you need to be and be proud of it. Inhale, left leg kicks up. Last flow like this. We're gonna slowly step that left foot in between the palms. Pivot your right foot. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, find your peaceful warrior. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, coming into that extended side angle. Slowly coming back up, lifting that left arm, breathe in. And exhale, let's work our way back into our last triangle. Right arm reaches. Full breath here. Inhale, slowly coming all the way up. Popping that back heel high as you bring your hands on the inside of the left leg, walk it out to the edge of your mat. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes, and then left hand on the inside of the knee. Lengthen the heart forward. And then you're just gonna push that left knee wide. Draw your gaze over your left shoulder. And this is option one. Please feel free to stay here. Option two, you're gonna reach back with the left hand, and then it's just as much about the pull with the hand as it is about the kick with the leg. So the kick is gonna remain or keep your low back spacious, and the pull of your hand is gonna keep that upper and mid back spacious. One more breath. And then let's inhale slowly, flip the hand back to the mat, straighten that right leg, and then with control, float that left leg up to the sky. Nice big deep breath in. You're gonna bend into that left knee, opening up. And then you have the option here, softening that right knee, stepping just on the other side, flipping that right leg, and then reaching it up from here. Nice big breath. And then open the chest a little more as you push into the floor. One more here. Breathe where you are. Inhale, floating back into your high plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, opening up. And then exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Now let's take a nice big deep breath in and let it be a clearing breath out. One more here. And as you keep pressing into your palms, now look forward, bend into the knees. You can step or hop your feet right to the top, lifting the head and the chest as you lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Now bring your feet hips width apart. I want you to take your two-piece fingers, wrap them around the inside of the big toe, and then inhale, lengthen the heart forward, hug the ribs in. Exhale, folding forward as you tuck your chin. And then we just breathe here. So actively pushing into the legs, lengthening the spine a little bit more, and then pushing into your feet, and just folding the body a little bit more. We're taking 2 more deep breaths. One more here. And then soft bend into the knees. We're gonna inhale, arms are gonna reach up towards the sky. Take a nice big deep breath in. Now, right hand is gonna reach down, grabbing the inside of your right ankle. From here, squaring your body up, you're gonna kick into that back hand and lift a little more with the left. As you exhale, you're gonna start to hinge forward as you kick up higher. Breathing deeply. Don't hold back. Allow yourself to get a little wobbly here. And then again, it's in those moments of chaos that we train ourselves. Come back to your breath. Trust and forgive if you fall. One more breath here. Let's go a little deeper together. Inhale, slowly coming all the way up. Both arms reach to the sky. Exhale, we're gonna fold forward. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the heart forward. And then exhale, fold. Take a breath here. Notice if your neck is holding on to anything. And then let's take a soft bend into the knees. Inhale, arms are gonna reach up to the sky. Take a nice big breath. And then left arm's gonna slide down, grabbing the inside of the ankle. Outside is just fine, by the way. Squeeze the knees towards one another. And then kick into your back leg. When you can start to feel that expansion in your chest, that's when you're gonna trust yourself to start to go forward and breathe here. For 3. For 2. One more breath. Inhale slowly, taking your time coming up. Reach both arms up to the sky, big breath. Exhale, let it all go, fold forward. Inhale, hands are gonna come to your shins. You're gonna lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, planting your palms. You're gonna step back into your high plank. Take a breath. And then exhale, lower slow. Inhale, open up into that back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath in. Again, let it be a clearing breath out. One more here. Good. Now, on your next inhale, you're going to take your left leg just a little bit left. Right leg kicks up to the sky. And then you're going to step your right foot forward. Pivot the back heel, inhale. Arms are going to reach up towards the sky. Now, from this position, you're gonna take your right hand to your upper back, and then left hand's gonna grab that right elbow. Now, this is option 1. Option 2, you're gonna turn that left hand, reach it out, turn the palm back, and then you're gonna work to interlock the fingers. Now, if that doesn't happen today, that's okay. Grab your strap and then use the strap, or just take the hand to the elbow. Keep opening and expanding into the chest. And what I want you to get a sense of is as you pull into the hands, you lift and create a spacious back bend. Breathe here. Could you sink a little deeper into that lunge as you lift your heart a little more? One more breath. On your next inhale, reaching both arms up, pop that back heel high. Now reach forward and pause. Bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna turn to the right, hooking that left elbow on the outside of the knee and opening up into our revolved crescent lunge. Breathe here. Maybe we even open up the arms. One more breath. Now hands come back to your heart, pause in the center, and then slowly press your palms down. Inhale here, float the right leg back, high plank. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, open up. And then exhale, press the weight back into your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Again, let it be a nice clearing breath out. On your next inhale, take your time, right foot goes to the right a little bit. And the reason we do that, let's swing the left leg up and step it forward, is so that now when we pivot that back heel, the heel stays in line with the hip. Otherwise it tends to cross the midline of the body. So sink a little deeper into that lunge, and then left hand to the upper back. Right hand grabs that elbow and you open up. And then reaching the right arm to the right, palm faces down and back, and then you're gonna turn that hand, see if you can interlock the fingers from here. And then keep breathing. And if you know you're just barely touching, use a strap. I want you to get the action of like pulling to expand. Slide a little deeper. Open the chest a little bit more. Good, one more breath. On your next inhale, reaching those arms up, you're gonna pop that back heel high. Lean forward as you reach, pause. Hands to your heart. Hug your core. So belly button to spine, ribs in, and then you're gonna open and expand that chest. Take a breath. Back leg so strong. And then if that's there, you open the arms up. Breathe here. For 3. 2. One more breath. And then you're gonna slowly bring your hands to your heart. Pause into the center, and then from that position, you're gonna take your time, plant your palms, float the left leg back, inhale, heart forward. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, open up into that back bend. Exhale, come into your downward facing dog. Let it be yummy, even if that means dropping the knees. Just listen to your body. You've done a lot of flow, a lot of lunges. Notice what that feels like in your body. We'll take one more breath here. And then we're gonna slowly bend into the knees one more time, stepping or hopping the feet to the top of the mat. Lifting the head and the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Now, walking your feet once again, hips width apart. Let's take the palms, flip them up, and get the toes right to the creases of your wrists. We're gonna inhale here, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, tucking the chin to the chest, and then just breathing into that. So just working on creating the longest lines you can, bending the elbows to lengthen that spine. And then can you just shift a little more weight forward, and then take one more breath. And then slowly take your time. We'll release the weight back into the heels and release the hands. So you're gonna grab your strap, and then you're gonna roll all the way up. So we're gonna come into one of my favorites to play with. You're gonna grab your strap. You're gonna step onto it with the right foot. And then from this position, you're gonna reach down with your right hand. So reach where it goes naturally, and then reach just like an inch lower, so not too much to start, left hand to the hip. You're gonna inhale here, bend your right elbow, bend your right knee, and then just pull that strap up above your head. So we've been here before, just looked a little different. Kick your right leg up, and then reach your left arm up and grab just below the right hand. And then you're gonna keep that action of kicking, and then you're gonna slowly walk your hands as much as you can without losing the action of being able to pull. You don't want your shoulders to be scrunching up here, but you wanna play with the depth, and then you're gonna slowly just keep kicking as you start to pull forward. And it's gonna get a little wobbly, or maybe a lot wobbly, and breathe into that, right? It's the mind that we want to pay attention to in those wobbles. Breathe here.
And focus forward. 2 more breaths. One more here. Maybe you tighten up that stance a little more. And then you slowly take your time and release it. Shake it out a little. Okay, fun. Let's have some fun. Okay, that's what it's meant to be. And then you take your time. Find these ones when we get into kind of some of the more, I really just like the word advanced, but intricate positions. You know, we're so hard on ourselves, so just play with it, have fun. Doesn't matter how far away your hands are from your feet. What matters is that when I say one day you're gonna touch your toes, that you're like, not me, no way, not my body, right? That's heaviness, that automatic defensive kind of negative response. We wanna shift that. Okay, so after all that, bend your left knee, reach up, but truly, this is what the practice is. It's not about the shapes we get into. It's about not limiting ourselves, right? Starting to shift that mindset of believing in ourselves and having fun. So breathe. This side's going to be different. Notice what you notice and don't sacrifice the length and space. Breathe here. Good, one more breath. And then inhale, really good. Slowly take your time. Ditch that strap and then take your inhale here, last flow of the day. Arms are gonna reach up to the sky. Exhale, you're gonna fold forward. Inhale, lifting the head and the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, planting the palms, stepping back. Welcome to come straight to down dog if you prefer. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice big deep breath in. And let it be a clearing breath out. Now when you inhale, I want you to kick your right leg back up to the sky. And then you're gonna bend your right knee and you're gonna extend your right leg straight out to the side until that right hip can come down to the ground. Then once you're there, you'll relax your back leg and come onto your forearms. So this should feel really nice for your IT band, your hip, but really your back as well. So, you could stack your fists and let your forehead rest. You might find you can actually come all the way down. Not me today. So just find the position where you can relax. And then just settle. Notice what's gripping for you. And then can you consciously make the decision to soften instead, even if it means easing off? One more breath. And then inhale, just slowly take your time lifting the gaze. We'll walk the hands back underneath your shoulders, and then from here, you're gonna tuck your left toes, float the right leg back, inhale, kick it right up to the sky. And then slowly bring that right foot down. Let's inhale here. Left leg's gonna lift up towards the sky, and then slowly you're gonna extend that left leg over to the left. Once that hip is down, then you have the chance to relax that back leg. Bring your left elbow down, followed by your right, and then just relax here. Again, being really conscious of how you're talking to yourself through your practice. Your body hears everything your mind says, so it's really important that we're not limiting our abilities. We all have these stories we tell ourselves, whether they're about not being strong enough or flexible enough, or maybe it's our age that comes into play. Whatever the story, let's get conscious so we can connect with it, see it for what it is, which is just a story, and then change that. You're the author. One more breath. And then on your next inhale, let's go ahead, press through your palms, tucking your right toes underneath, and then we're just gonna slowly float that left leg back up to the sky. And then bring that left foot down, bring the knees down, and come into a child's pose. Letting the forehead come to the ground, and then just rocking your head a little bit side to side. Taking one more breath and then settling into the center. Start to make your arms a little bit more active in this position, lifting the elbows up, softening the shoulders down. Breathe here. Two more breaths. And then on your next inhale, you're going to slowly look forward. And then we're going to take our time lifting the hips up. You're going to swing your feet all the way to whatever side, doesn't matter which one. And then you're going to extend your legs right out in front. Now, from this position, I'm going to get you to take one block just towards the back of your mat so it's there. Take the other block and then bring it in between the knees. You're going to grab a hold of that strap. We're going to inhale here. Arms are going to reach straight ahead, shoulders down your back, and you're going to tuck your tailbone. And you're going to lower down. And then when it gets just a tiny bit shaky, you're going to inhale here. Arms reach up to the sky. And then slowly exhale, come up and over, shoulders relax. Lower down, shoulders relax down. Inhale, arms are going to reach up. Exhale, slowly bring the arms back in line. And we'll inhale, come all the way up. Just a couple more like that. Exhale, lower down. Ribs hugging in. Inhale, arms up. They hug in even more. Exhale, arms come back. Inhale, come back up. Let's do two more. Lower down. Arms reach up to the sky. Bring them back in line. Slowly coming all the way up. We're going to do that one more time. This time we're going to just change it up a little bit. So you're going to lower down, shoulders relax, and then you're going to reach your arms up to the sky. And then you're just going to lift your chest up 1/2 inch and then lower down. 1/2 inch and lower down. Two more. And just one more here. Slowly lower as low as you can. Close your eyes. And then the second your mind is getting into that negative state, breathe more and slow down more. And once you're there, take your time, bend your knees. You're gonna slowly grab the block from in between your knees, press through your feet, and gently lift your hips and take the block right underneath your sacrum. So if shoulder stand is in your practice, you're welcome to take that here, or you can just take your time and we'll wrap the strap. I'm gonna go with the more restorative option today, and left leg kicks in as well. Now close down your eyes. Calm down your breath. Just notice what
changes when we flip our feet up. Notice the sensations that come along with this. Breathe. And just let go. Give yourself 2 more deep breaths. And slowly release one foot out of the strap, bring it down to the ground, and then we'll release the other foot, taking the strap off to the side. And then just take a breath here. Now you can take the block away or out of the equation, I should say. I personally really love doing this pose with the block underneath, so you can take it or leave it. But together, we're going to interlock the fingers around the right knee and just hug that in. You have the option to extend that left leg and just feel that nice stretch through the front of your left thigh, left hip. Just soften your shoulders, take a breath. Just notice what gets loud when you get quiet. Choose to let it go and come back to your breath. Let's bend the left knee if you have, straighten the leg, hug both knees into the chest. Feel the shift. And then release your right foot down to the ground. Start with the foot flat and just hug the left knee in so you find the appropriate depth from there. And then you can straighten your right leg out. Soften where you need. One more breath. And then one more time, bending the right knee in. Take a breath as you hug both knees. And then just place both feet down to the ground. Take them a little wider than your hips and just gently push into your feet, lift the hips up, and then keep that block close, but remove it from under the hips, and then you'll take your time, and then let's just rock the knees side to side. Just enjoy one more twist. We've done a lot of those today. And then I want you to settle in. So taking your blocks behind the backs of the knees, palms flipped up to the sky, and then shoulders relax down. Making any little adjustments you need so that you feel just fully supported to let go fully. No matter what it is that comes up that tries to rob you of your attention, rob you of this moment of fully resting and recovering and healing, choose to come back to the flow of your breath.
Just allow yourself to check in with how you feel. If you crave a little more time here, please take it. Otherwise, we'll slowly and gently bring a little bit of movement back into the body. And you can start to draw your legs so they come together, moving whatever props you have out of the way. Arms are going to reach up and back, getting into a really nice, long, deep stretch. Hug the knees into the chest. And then take a breath as you plant your feet flat, curl over onto your side. Taking a breath here. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly push yourself up and then bring that other leg around, and we'll sit up tall and close down our clasp. Hands to your heart. Take a moment to really thank yourself for taking this time. Just pay attention to the experience of what it's like to be connected, to be anchored into that intuitive nature of ourselves. Talked about it in one of our most recent meditations. Usually we're just a little too loud or a little too distracted or a little too stiff to really tap into that sense. So when we take this time and give ourselves the luxury of a full hour, notice what that's like, and then know that you can access this state anytime you need. But the more you practice here on the mat, the more efficient you can drop into that state anywhere, anytime. Namaste.